Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video of Tokyo Ghoul Dark War. Now, in the last episode, I said I wouldn't be coming back until the game did get an update. It's been a couple of months. The game has been updated with a new update here, and I want to go ahead and talk about it, kind of hop into it, and see how things have been going, and how things have possibly changed in the time. Possibly. And we'll just see how things go. So we did have 5 new characters added inside this new update, as well as 1 new game mode type of thing, most of which seem to be Easter units. Now, this update did drop toward the tail end of April around the 20th, and the Easter was on the 21st. So it was a minute later than Easter itself. However, it's kind of how it was for the Summerfest units as well. Like, they dropped inside the middle of September onwards, so I get it. I guess that's just how things are going to end up going here. And I guess we'll just go through these in order from Hinami onwards. My personal favorite will be the ones after Hinami. So here we have Hinami Easter, of which has, honestly, like, it's just a hoodie and slightly different boots. But, you know, it's cool. It's neat. It's a design, certainly. We have a bond of worship with Wounded Kaneki. Does she worship him like he's a god? Okay. Anteku staff with the dual unit of Koma and Kaya, as well as the Toka and Kaneki. That is a very, very expensive link for a support unit. We have the Akira motto Easter with the Hinami. We have Tatara and Yamori with Hinami. So generally, these early bonds here, these two especially, the 2 attack ones, are going to be really, really expensive to try and get. So I don't quite know about her kit so far. So we have Easter Prayer. Hinami prays for anything better and increases the attack of all her team members for 4 seconds. Her second is Second Wind. Hinami waves Kagune, creating a wind of regeneration, healing all of her teammates. Her third is Protection. Hinami summons protective barriers for her teammates, making them immune to damage equivalent to her max HP. Her max HP is pretty crazy, because if she's a support unit, that would mean that her HP is her highest stat. So I mean, that's neat. That could be cool as like a semi-MT-esque thing. Only issue is, like, how many HP bonds does she have? So she has the 45 and she has the 60%. So I guess the cheaper ones are kind of what goes with her kit. Like, Tatara and Hakuji Yamori aren't too bad, and Wounded Kaneki, if those are all her HPs and you have them maxed out already, Protection's actually going to do a lot of damage even without her upgraded, or a lot of work without her upgraded attack stats. So that ain't too bad. And her passive is Affection. Hinami's max HP is increased. That would be what affects it. That ain't too bad. That's kind of a neat kit in general. And when she goes to 5-star, it goes from just the HP to when releasing a skill, removes all disabling effects and debuffs for all team members. So at 5-star, she just negates everything. She just heals everything. She just gets rid of, like, everything. All synergy that the enemy team has. Oh, your Hoji's bleeding me? Guess it's not. Oh, I'm getting slowed to synergize with your Ayato? Guess I'm not. That's really unbelievably good. It is a 5-star ability, but that's, you know, that's how it goes. That's interesting, actually. She's going to be, in terms of supports, that is a better thing than the SR Hinami for the first time. So that's neat. That's a cool thing. Next up, we do have the Juuzo Easter, my personal favorite out of this batch. I haven't actually seen his kit just yet, but I like the outfit a lot. It's one of those things where the actual outfit changed a lot compared to the original one, so it's a whole redraw, which is neato. I do like how the head is like 1-to-1 the Juuzo, but it's kind of great. So we do have some bonds here in Worship with Shinohara, Rada, and him. A very expensive, however. Worship. Do all of them worship somebody? CCG Elite with the Easter motto and Hirako. Opponent with the Corona and Nashiro dual unit. Enemy with the Yoshimura Owl and Noro. So I guess in terms of all of these kits, most of them seem to synergize with the Akira motto. So she'll be the main one for trying to get bonds up. One of the easier festivals that came around earlier was the Corona and Nishiro festival together, so I imagine a lot of people actually have them at this point inside the game if they were playing during that segment. So I feel like his kit is easier to get the bonds of, and he is attack-based, so I mean, you're going to want the 2 middle ones the most anyway. The Akira motto is going to be the main problem here. If she's released as only a festival unit, it is going to be impossible to get these units to be good unless you want to spend money. However, not bad. It works. So we have Electric Current, which is Juuzo tosses a dagger at the ground, dealing damage to enemies and slowing surrounded enemies by 80% for 4 seconds. Is that a higher slow than Ayato has already? I guess you're gold SSR, but geez. We have Dagger, which is Juuzo throws a dagger at the target enemy. The dagger lands on an enemy and explodes, dealing damage to surrounding enemies. So it's a throw and then explode outwards. Kind of like Hawkeye. What a cool dude. Juuzo dashes, and we have Assassination. Juuzo dashes with a flash with daggers in both hands, dealing massive damage to enemies on his path. Damage dealt to enemies below 40% will be doubled. And Fanatic. Juuzo's attack is increased. So he has raw stat increases for his attack. He has low health kind of snipes. He has a slow, which goes alongside the whole like Ukaku build in terms of teams. He is himself a Bikaku, but that's not really, it's here. And a pretty, an AoE that's distance away from him isn't too bad. If his actual normals are also a distance-based like moveset, I feel as if he'll actually be really good. Just to have in like the back of your team. The issue is the fact that you have to have them below 40%. However, in terms of like expulsion stuff, that actually may not be too bad in general for like higher tiers of enemies as well. He actually has some pretty good potential here as well. And his 5-star ability is Fanatic, goes from just the attack increase to Juuzo becomes invulnerable, immune to all damage and disables... Wait, Juuzo becomes invulnerable, immune to all damage and disables, lasting 5 seconds, 90 seconds. Is that right as you start the battle? Because that's an upgrade to his passive. There's no proc, there's no point that you start it. It just is part of you. So I guess every 90 seconds he gets a barrier for 5 seconds, and right as you spawn you get one as well? I guess that would work well on real time, if that's how it actually works. That's very confusing, because it seems to imply that it's lasting 5 seconds, so it actively procs when the time comes up. But it's a pass. Sure, Juuzo, you could be interesting. I have no idea how you're actually going to end up working with that 5-star ability. But in terms of your actual kit, you seem like you'll be fun. If it's a distance-based like moveset, that's cool. Actually, his knife here, it's a carrot. These ones aren't carrots. Is that just part of his actual 2D art design? Because that's neat. That would be neat if he actually had it here. But cool. He seems cool. See, I'm just gonna say this. He seems cool. They all seem neato. I don't have much hype around this. Let's be honest. None of us do. It's Dark War. I like the designs at least, because the designs are like... There's not a lot of Tokyo Ghoul things that you get these kind of weird, seasonal, strange times. So it's cool. But I don't feel any kind of excitement, and I don't feel as if I'm going to get most of these characters because the rates are so bad as well. So that's just how it goes. However, we're going to keep on pushing, because I'm trying to stay as positive as possible as I'm recording the Dark Wars. That's how it goes. I'm trying my best. So we have the new Toka here as well. She is probably the lesser good-looking character inside the batch, if I were to say so. Her design, while it is cool, the slanted shoulders kind of weird me out, and the fact that the skirt is so high weirds me out, and the fact that there's like fishnets weirds me out. I don't know. She's like 15. This makes me really uncomfortable for some reason. I don't know if that's just me. However, she's here, and she exists. We have Old Enemy with the motto Easter. Jesus, they're pushing her hard. and Teku staff with the Easter Hinami and the dual unit in the Koma and Kaya. We have the sister and brother with the Ayato. Alright, what are you doing? It's like licking my foot. Jeez. We have enemy with the Juuzo Easter and the Noro. That is a rough set of bonds. Just 3 different kinds of bonds, and all of them are different Easter units. That is expensive. Is she going to be fantastic then? She is an attacker. I guess the Yukaku is kind of the synergy they're going for. So let's see. Kagune Tempest. Toka waves Kagune to unleash a whirlwind towards the target direction, slowing all enemies in line for 4 seconds. Cool. That's a guaranteed slow. That's better than having a chance. That's neat. We have Kagune Tsunami. Toka unleashes a storm of Kagune, dealing massive damage, increasing her crit rate by 40% for 6 seconds. Okay. And we have Blink. Toka blinks across the battlefield and deals damage to enemies. I mean, I have played Dishonored. That's a time. And we have Activation. Toka's crit rate is increased. Ukaku crit is a kind of build, I believe. She'll synergize. It's not Hoji that he does the bleed. He doesn't actually do crits, right? If I go ahead, actually have him. Right, I forgot I even did that. Where is he? Hojacious man. Do you have crits or is it only your bleed? Bleeding effect. We have bleeding effect and raises crit rate. And this is when it triggers a crit, bleeding effect will do extra damage. So I guess that works. Doesn't actually go alongside him though. I thought that there was some kind of crit ability that goes alongside getting extra crits inside battle with Ukakus. But that's not bad. Like she'll do work and expulsion, I guess. It's just big numbers. There's not really like anything special. There's not, oh, and then you heal. Oh, and then you slow and proc damage or something. It's just like, oh, you're slower and do more damage. Cool. I guess slow is its own effect. It's not a lot. However, at 5 stars, she goes from just getting the crits to when a crit is triggered, she stuns the enemies for 1 second. See, that's cool. That'll be neat, especially because these seem to hit multiple times. So that won't be too bad. Like this one's going to have a chance of proccing it pretty well. That's cool. I'm sure at 5 stars she'll do a great job. If she ends up being inside a festival banner though, I don't know about that. And now we have the Akira motto Easter, which is probably one of the more elaborate designs. And she does have her bust pointed out and pushed as far as she possibly could, because that's her. And we have Teammate with Juuzo Suzuya Easter. We have Senior with both the Arata boys, Old Enemy with Hinami, and Enemy with Noro and Shachi. I really don't know about it, man. Like 2 Easter characters and an Arata boy, of which is only available from top up as far as I know, is once again a rougher one. She is an MT though, so I imagine she'll mostly want the HP from Juuzo and the enemy one with Noro and Shachi. So that's all right. You don't actually need the attack all that much. But what does she have? Whip of Smite! Akira slashes her Queen K horizontally and creates a shockwave, taunting all enemies hit for 4 seconds. That's pretty good for like Dojima type of things. We have Whip of Blessing. Is she just a BDSM mom? An eggy BDSM mom? God damn it. Akira spins Queen K to form a barrier around her, absorbing damage equivalent to 100% of her max HP. That's what a tank should do. Holy shit. And we have Whip of Shock. Striking at full force, Akira stacks damage absorption barrier according to her number of enemies hit. Akira gains 5 stacks at maximum. Interesting. And the damage absorption barrier, I guess, would just be, would it be a hit or would it be her HP at 5 stacks? I wonder. She actually seems like she'll be really good on paper because taunting is fantastic. Her second actually being a full second health bar for her is fantastic. And having this extra thing where when everyone's taunted onto her, she gains more and more stacks is really nice. It's genuinely a pretty solid kit all in all. you kind of need to be able to combat Arima Ixa in some way, because he's like the main MT right now inside the entire game for what I've seen. So this kind of is a way of traversing that. And we also have dedication, which is Akira's defense is increased. We have the 5-star, which is when Akira dies in battle, all of her teammates will be healed by 30%. See, on paper, that sounds really good. But realistically, if your MT unit dies, you won't make it out of that entire round. Because when your tank is in the front and ends up losing their life, the rest of your guys are now topped off with 30% extra HP. Noro still gets one shot by that other Noro. Like Kuroiwa Arata is still gonna just eat shit. Wait, not Kuroiwa Arata. Shinohara Arata is still gonna eat shit super hard. So while it sounds good as an ability, in terms of actual practice, it sounds completely useless in actual combat, because 30% of HP on anyone that is an MT goes down like that. It will just be fucking gone. So I do like her. I like her actual kit itself. She's probably the one that I would want to use the most if it was like for actual use inside this game, if there's actual content. But you know, all in all, ain't too bad. And that is it for now. Now, I don't think... Has Tsukiyama White Shirt even come out yet? I don't think anyone's seen him drop just yet, either. Oh, that's so weird. However, for the final SSR of this batch, we did get the Koma and Kaya SR variants added to an SSR unit with proper stats. In terms of actual damage, Kaya was still one of the best inside the game, so this is still a step in a good direction in terms of like a usable SSR, but let's go ahead and see what they actually bond with and how they end up going. So we have Worship with the Yoshimura Owl. I guess that's pretty accurate, honestly. I read Tokyo Ghoul Past, and it's pretty similar to that. We have Partner with the dual unit in Toka and Kaneki and the half creature Kaneki. We have Opponent with the Akira Motto and Dojima Plus. We have Enemy with the Dual Blade Amon and the Arima Ixa. And honestly, it's honestly not that bad of a kit to actually grab. Like, I got Kaneki and Toka, obviously, off of my own stuff, but they've been inside quite a few banners up to this point, so it's not too bad at all. The main issue is the extra 30% attack that you need off of the other Akira and Amon, but they came around as well inside a banner, so I don't know about it. It's still possible. However, the actual attacks we have is Sneak Raid. What? I think it's supposed to be Sneak Raid. Sneak Raid. Enji Koma, launch an attack at enemies in the front. Kaya Irimi, launch an enemy launch an attack at enemies in front. It's the same thing on both. Supersonic. Enji Koma, attack and stun an enemy for 4 seconds. Kaya Irime, unleash Kugune in the target direction, slowing enemies by 80%, lasting for 8 seconds. So she sneezes and slows. Wait. And enemies. They didn't add an E there either? What is with this? Okay, sure. Dog and Ape. Enji Koma, stretches your Kagune out to attack enemies within target area, boosting all teammates' attack by 40% for 10 seconds. That's really, really good, actually. That's very seldomly inside people's kits. There's not a lot of attack buffs inside this game. And we have Kaya Irime. Jump into the air and plunge an attack on the target area, boosting enemies or all teammates' defense by 40% for 10 seconds. This is a really, really good unit. Because alongside the viability of Kaya's kit already as an SSR, the stat total would be higher. They are a support unit because they have both the attack and defense on this. But in general, this is really, really good. And we have Cooperation, which is for Enji Koma, for every 8 basic attacks, boost team members' attack for 5 seconds. And Kaya Rimi, for every 10 basic attacks, healing all enemies based on their max HP. That's a really good piece of their kit. Now, Kaya, 10 normal attacks on Kaya is a lot. That will take you like upwards of 10 seconds because she is one of the slower units inside the game in terms of like normals. Koma is pretty good with that though. And if you're having him in to boost the attack of your teammates as well, that swaps between the two of them. So for example, the best way to do it would be pop Sneak Raid and Supersonic at the start with NG Koma, get a bunch of damage off, use normal attacks to be able to get your 8 off to be able to get your attack buff, use Dog and Ape, get your 40% attack boost, and then go into Kaya and use her entire kit with your attack boost and do super well. This is a really good unit in general. I don't know how high their attack will be above the other Kaya, because she does have a pretty high stat total. But all in all, it does seem like it'd be pretty good. And in terms of their 5-star, it actually just seems to increase the amount of attacks you need to use. So Koma goes from 8 basic attacks to every 6 basic attacks increase the attack. And Kaya goes from 10 down to 8 for the healing. 5-star seems less important for that then. However, I don't mind it. All in all, as a kit, like, I really like this unit in general. I'm probably not going to end up getting it because the festivals are always a pain in the ass to try and get to. But I'm super happy with that. I'm going to try to actually go for that when it comes around. However, we have one more thing to cover in the challenge dungeon after this. But before we go and do that, which is Kisho Arima is coming, we're going to quickly do, I guess, like most of a multi on this Juuzo. I kind of want to see where my luck is at. I totally don't have enough, actually, for the full multi, because I need another, like, couple of diamonds. We'll just do singles, you know. It'll get us to guaranteed anyway, so it's not really a huge deal. Hey, maybe we can get an SSR. It hasn't happened in a hot minute, and it probably won't for a while. I don't know what the rates are in terms of the gold SSRs inside this game. However, that was our almost guaranteed, and that is 12 free shards of Juuzo. Thank you for that. And we'll just do the rest of our singles here. Get nothing on. Oh, wow, 5 shards ain't bad. And I got in a wow set. Cool. I mean, 17 shards of Juuzo is better than nothing. It's the highest I've gotten so far, so I'll take it. You can actually get him off of this. Like, you can buy his shards here if you have enough of the Juuzo shards for the festival. So I'm going to try to get him here and try and do a showcase in general. It's him, it's the Akira, and it would be the Kaya and Koma that I actually care about. So I'll give this game a little bit and kind of see how things go and see if I end up getting interested. However, we're going to go ahead and hop into the challenge dungeons. I have not tried these just yet. And there is actually recommended teams. So I need Tatara, Arima Narukami, and Takizawa. I'm going to quickly do that. One sec. Okay, so I put them on my team. I'm not going to use them myself. However, they're on my team in general, so I'm hoping that it'll end up affecting it. However, let's go ahead and hop right into this. It's been so long since I actually started up like an actual level inside this game. Here, I'm going to move this out of the way. This feels weird. Hello there, Kisho Arima. It's been a minute. I actually already have you at SSR, so I don't actually know what these levels are based on. Because my assumption so far was going to be these levels are made to get the tokens that you get to be able to rank up those random new evolvable SSRs. Because, okay, before we go any further, before we do what... Oh, you get diamonds off of it. That's neat. It's actually pretty free-to-play friendly. I'll take that. But there are certain characters inside this game that you can't actually evolve just yet. For example, we can actually look through this here. I think it's in the Awakening tab, actually. Yeah, so like Kori Ui, for example, is completely unawakenable right now because you can't get these Awakening medals just yet, and that is the case for any character which is in the newer batch. This includes this Corona. This includes, let's go through these, this Hinami, this Rize, this Koma, this Kaya, not the Arima. It counts the Kuzen, it counts this Toka Rabbit, it counts this Dojima, and it counts this Kaneki. Now, my assumption was that this is going to be the way to get those. However, The first day, I didn't do any attempts on the Toka rabbit that was around, so I actually know if it gives you the shards off of that one. This is all based on me playing just this. However, Kishirima doesn't, he doesn't even use those medals. So, is this game mode just to fight the SSR versions? And it's just any of them that end up coming around? Because it's a challenge dungeon, definitely. And I'm down to progress as far as possible if it gives me free diamonds. But I guess I probably should have played that Toka rabbit. The issue is I was planning on recording yesterday when the update first came out, but I ended up getting busy because I had a lot of other things to get done. So that's rest in peace. That is me losing knowledge just straight up. If you guys did end up playing the Toka rabbit level, feel free to tell me in the comments. I do really appreciate that. Because I feel as if that's how they made it available, that's okay. That's fine. Waiting like 3 or 4 months to drop it is kind of the worst. But I mean, if they're out, they're out. That's good. If it's not actually how you get it, and it's just like a tease of how you do it, it's not all there, man. That would be nonsensically bad. And the issue is, when you do evolve a character like this, like when you do get these medals, for example, you can see here, I did get this Kishirima to SSR. The portrait doesn't change, or no, sorry, the model doesn't change. The actual unit doesn't change. It's the exact same multipliers, exact same unit, exact same abilities. The only change is the JPEG that you have on it. So the idea that the new piece of content that they would have added, if it even does give that material, the idea that it's only for a JPEG change? Sorry, no, a PNG change. It is transparent. I can tell you that. It is a transparent image. But the idea that a new game mode was added to give you awakening materials for a JPEG change after all of these months still doesn't sit well with me. Yeah. If that's how this game mode works, I'm upset. If it's just fight these characters that had their JPEG changed, okay, I guess. Still not there. But I mean, it's content. It's a thing that refreshes. And the thing is, if it comes around more than once in a blue moon and it changes up often, it might just be a supply of free diamonds for anyone that's leveled up a little bit. Like here, we're just blowing through all the different difficulties. We're up to level 70 now, so that's all right. During this time, apparently, what I didn't learn about this game is if you do not claim the friend experience that is sent to you during every single day, and the people that log on daily still keep on sending it, it'll continue to build up. And you'll continue to build up inside your inventory until you accept it. So when I came online, I think it was yesterday, for the first time in a hot minute, I got 2,000 stamina. You can see in the top right. Now, I haven't been able to use it at all. I don't have the sweep cards for it anyway. But it's letting me just go through these pretty easily. I imagine when it first comes out, you can not use too much stamina because you have like 120 in total. I have to like take a break if I didn't have that break. So that's neat. I'll take that. But let's go ahead and commit one more murder, shall we? Ba-dum-bum-ba. Ba-dum-bum-ba. Yeah, one shot. As we do. Haha. So what are the bonus rewards? Because when I saw the recommended heroes thing, you will receive extra clearance rewards, first clearance rewards not included, the corresponding bonus rewards if you get the following heroes on your team. If more than one such hero is on your team, the hero with the highest benefit will be chosen. So I guess only Tatara will affect it, so I should probably unequip everyone else. Is it just not working because I don't have him on my actual team? Because I mean, what I can do here, I guess, is we'll have our actual team equipped fully. We'll go to Arima, and I guess I'll just put Tatara on my team to see if it increases the drop rate of everything I'm getting. So it seems like there's not much of an increase here. I guess Yamori is probably the least important one out of the three. Shinoharu's just better at killing in general, so let's get to it. You know we can do it. I truly love Dora. God, it's getting a live action movie sometime soon. I'm so upset about it, man. Like, I know it's probably just me, but of all things to try and change up and adjust, Dora? Really? That's the one you want to give a knife to? I don't get it. But do I get extra benefits? I do. That totally tripled the rewards I get. Like, I just got 9 shards of that. So you do have to have them on your actual active team to get the extra benefits. All right. Good to know. I probably need to keep... low-key, if you have to have it on your active team, I kind of just want to use my basic, like, normal team to actually survive this. Like, let's equip our Arima Narukami. Let's hop into this here, and let's just see how this goes. Because I have a feeling it's going to get harder from here. Whoa, spin around in circles so he spawns first. Yeah. Hey there, buddy. You know, it'd be cool if you also had a voice clip. Like, I know you don't talk much, but geez. Yo, Ixa, go in. Bop it. Gah. Don't lock onto me. What are you doing? I'm gonna pop my second to be able to heal a little bit. As long as he's locked onto Ixa, it's not gonna be too big of a deal. He definitely has a little bit more HP to him, though. See, this actually feels like he's a threat to me, which is nice. It actually feels like he's going to be doing damage, so I need to be a little bit more careful. That's ever non-present when it comes to stuff like the organization trial, which I got kicked out of because I ended up not logging on most days to do it. Like that, I was the kind of person that did all my dailies every single day when I was playing this game. So like I would do organization trial and just mash through it every single day. It's very similar to this, I guess. Here, we'll do another one. Why not? We can get up to probably 120. Like, it's going to be harder, but there's always a chance. Also be able to do another, like, couple of pulls over on that Juuzo, which is nice. Alrighty. Hey, Kisho Arima. It's time for you to take the big damage. You can lock on to the other Ixa. Just don't touch my Noro. That would be appreciated. Actually, he's doing so much damage, that Arima Ixa. He's doing, like, the damage of the what do you call it? The random thing that comes around every 2 weeks. The thing I completely... The map thing you have to actually go through. It's like that random, super difficult Arima level of damage. Like there, look, he killed my Arima Ixa and now I'm dead. Damn. That means I actually can't get any further from here. See, that's cool. That's difficulty. That's better than nothing, at least. I'll accept it. In that case, we're going to do a couple more pulls here. Probably just 2 more singles, because that's how it goes. Wow, I got Kaneki Renkaku. So cool. Man. Wow. And 5 shards of Enji Koma. Now that's Pog, am I right? Anyway. For now, thank you for watching this episode of Tokyo Ghoul Dark War. I remain to be more cynical than I'd like, and I'm trying to improve on it. However, Dark War, it has 5 new characters and a boss fight every couple of days now. Log on if you're interested. See you next update, everybody. Bye.